Hi, Dr. Faye Schumann here. Alright, so I'm going to be doing some demonstrations of easy meals that I make for my family and that are healthy and reasons why I choose to do these ingredients. It's a little education for you guys right now. Okay, so this is flatbread pizza, and I like to buy this stuff pre-made because I don't have time to make it from scratch. I wish I did. I used to get this at Trader Joe's, but they don't carry it anymore. So I just got this at Whole Foods, and it comes two, and they're pretty flat. And the key to it, you see that word right there, sprouted. And then what I teach a lot of my patients and my students is that I'm looking for non-GMO certification. And if you've taken any of my classes, you would know I do not like genetically modified products. They do not belong in our bodies. They're good for some things in terms of, technology, but our bodies do not need to have pesticides and herbicides added into our systems. So if you've ever taken my classes, you would know the gajillion reasons why you don't want GMO food. Alright, so they look like this. They're kind of flat. The other thing that is cool is that it's sprouted. And sprouted is a term that not many people are familiar with, or maybe they see it and they don't understand what it is. It's basically when they take the grain, the wheat berry, they sprout it as if it's like a seed, and you'll start to see the little sprouts come out. And basically what that is it's activating nutrition within the wheat berry, and that nutrition is huge for us. It also kind of breaks down some of the hard to digest parts of the wheat berry that many of us are realizing we are wheat intolerant. But if you sprout it, and then someday later on I'll tell you guys about sourdough bread, that's a totally different situation, but sourdough is the next best thing. So sprouted, non-GMO, flat. Okay, so we get two here. I think it was probably about $6 at Whole Foods, which is not a bad deal for two pizzas. All right, so my family, we're just gonna do two different kinds today. You can get any pizza sauce. One of the things that I teach on is that pizza sauce, unfortunately, is one of those situations where sugar is added to make it taste better. And if you're watching your sugar content, then you want to kind of look for different pizza sauces out there that maybe don't have a lot of sugar. So that's another episode. So this is easy. You're just gonna pour it in, smear it all over. What I love about this is that your kids can do this by themselves. So if you're looking for meals to make that don't require you to do a lot of work for working parents. Okay, so that's one option. And then the other kind, with my other pizza, I'm going to just do a basil pesto. And my kids like that too. And I just get this one at Costco. It's easy, just kind of smear it on there. Some people love pesto, some people don't. Pesto is one of those situations where it does have dairy, has pine nuts, so if you have dairy or nut allergies, probably not the best option for you unless you make your own, and this actually can be really good. Okay, so these are just two simple ones that we are making. Now for the meat, I'm pretty picky about the type of pepperoni that we put on our pizza. And if you know anything about traditional meat that's processed, it's pretty toxic. You wouldn't think, but it has a lot of chemicals added to it to help it be preserved. And then you have things called nitrates. And nitrates, when they are heated up, can cause not good reactions for our body. And they're kind of like a charcoaly, carcinogenic situation. And a lot of people don't like using nitrates. Or you'll see packaging that says nitrate free. Well, that's a reason, because it's one more carcinogen that you don't need in your system. So when we shop, we are either A, looking for nitrate free meats, and or we are just kind of making our own sausage. So I'm going to show you how to do that here with my food processor. But another option is we go to Whole Foods and we get the nitrate-free beef salami, and I just ask for them to cut it up for me however much I want to buy. This is a great snack. It's so good. They can make it super thin, and you can just literally just layer it any way you want. So that's what I'm going to do here with that one. I'm just going to get it angle a little bit better for you guys to see. There we go. Yeah. Another great option that I like to do, if you happen to not have this option with a, pepperoni, or you can't run to the market, but maybe you have some summer sausage, this is my trick for saving money. So at Trader Joe's, they have a natural turkey summer sausage, and if you see, there's no antibiotics, no nitrates. Okay, so you're looking for those kinds of ingredients. Now, I already pre-opened this, and I'm going to use about half of this. This makes the best, pepperoni, but it's turkey, okay? So good. And simply what you have to do is use your food processor. You could cut it by hand if you're really good. But I like to use the attachment that has where I can just cut it. Super easy, so fast. And we're gonna do it super quick here, okay? Literally all you do is, this fits so perfectly in here that it's just gonna go like a jiffy. All right, so I'm gonna turn it on. Okay, there it goes. Super fast. Kids love to do that. They like to push buttons in more ways than one. Alright, so then you can see, now I probably could have even gotten a thinner cut if I used a different attachment, but my kids like their meat more hearty. So I'm just going to layer that. This one's going to be like meat lovers right here. Okay? And then, honestly, pizza, you know how it is. It's pretty easy to navigate. One of my most favorite types of pizza is margarita pizza, and the reason I love that is because you can get tomatoes, and same thing, just get a Roma tomato, use your food processor, drop them in, and it cuts it pretty thin. And then the fun part is basil. Basil is just so delicious, and then you just bake it up. And when I teach how to make this, my students love the margarita pizza. They probably didn't realize how much they enjoyed margarita pizza, especially basil. Not many people just cook straight up with basil. So yeah, you have that, you have your toppings, you can do whatever you want with pizza. Basically, this is a quick, fast way that my family, we make pizza, and I know that it's healthy. The other thing is, this is great for my athletes because you want carbs, right? You want carbohydrates, but you don't want to overdo it, that it kind of makes your system gluttonous and become lethargic, because too many carbs can mess with your blood sugar. So I like this carb because it is just like the perfect amount, and it's a complex carb that is not full of toxins, and it's not full of your genetically modified extras. And then on top of that, it's not basically all starch, okay? So it's going to give you more reserved power going into your muscles, and this would be great to eat the day before, or like a couple hours pre-game. I would totally eat this. I would not eat a typical pizza that's like a I can't even snap Five Guys, like the $5 pizzas. No, The reason it's $5 is because it's cheap ingredients, and you are what you eat. If you want to be cheap output, then put cheap input in. So that's just my 2 cents. We know not everybody can be perfect. Some of my tips that I really like to encourage, that we can't do it all perfect every time. However, 80-20 rule, and that's 80% of the time, just eat well. Eat whole, good foods. try to make the foods yourself, and then 20% of the time, yeah, enjoy that probably not so good for you pizza option. You know, those options that we are more so swapped on, unfortunately. So yeah, just 80-20. This is gonna be nice, and I'm gonna show you guys some pictures after. The pesto I kind of left more simple because just, I don't know, the pesto can taste really good on its own. So here we go, we're just gonna dump this on here. I'm gonna show you the before, and then we'll have an after, and there you go. It's a quick meal for you guys. Okay, there it is. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, pizzas are done. It literally took 5 minutes. So easy, anyone can do it. And I pre-cut it for you guys, but I just want to be able to show you what it looks like. We're gonna serve it up. It's pretty filling. So here's what one slice looks like. Okay, and then here's the pesto. So yes, they are thin crust. You'd be surprised how filling they can be, and this kind of meal is paired perfectly with a salad, a side salad. And again, I just want to encourage you guys that, you know, branching out, trying just, you know, maybe a healthier alternative to what a traditional pizza would be. Not to just kind of downplay, you know, that we can't enjoy pizza, but my goal is to just challenge those who are wanting to live a healthier lifestyle. Overall, it benefits us tremendously, and then sometimes people are like, well, I can't afford that. You would be surprised the amount that it costs compared to just buying food that's fast, easy, and cheap. And so what I've seen is when you buy the cheap food and you don't really think that it's going to affect you, I'm sorry, it does. Long term, it'll affect you, and so you'll be paying for it, unfortunately, in you know, medications, not feeling good, not having energy, and so life can just kind of be where it's a trade-off. So yeah, you're an investment, and so are your kids. Sorry to say that, but anyways, baby steps, and you'll see how easy it is to just start doing healthier options daily that really do not break the bank. All right, thank you guys. I'm gonna have a bite. So good.